She said, I borrowed your car and got in a little accident. You're not mad, right? For the third time this year. I said, not at all. Then I removed her from my insurance and reported it to the police. The officer who called her had different questions. Original post I-31 male, have been dating Vanessa, 29, for about 2 years. We don't live together. She has her place. I have mine. 6 months ago, her car broke down. Transmission issues would cost more to fix than the car was worth. Being the supportive boyfriend, I added her to my insurance as an authorized driver so she could use my 2021 Toyota Camry when needed. Made it clear this was temporary while she saved for a new car. First accident happened in February. She was just grabbing coffee and backed into a pole. Minor damage, about $800. She was super apologetic. I'm so sorry, babe. The pole came out of nowhere. You're not mad, right? I wasn't thrilled, but accidents happen. Filed the insurance claim. My rates went up. Second accident was in May. Sideswiped a parked car while running to the store. $2,400 in damage. It was barely a scratch. The other car was parked weird. You understand, right? You're not mad? Starting to see a pattern here. But she cried, promised to be more careful, said she was so close to having enough saved for her own car. Stupidly, I let it slide. Insurance went up again. Then came Wednesday, the third time. I'm at work when my phone rings. Vanessa, using that voice. You know the one, sweet but guilty. Hey babe, so I borrowed your car to run some errands and got in a little accident. My stomach dropped. Again? It's not my fault. This lady just stopped suddenly. I barely tapped her bumper. How bad? My airbag went off. But I'm fine. The car is drivable. Mostly. I took a deep breath. Where are you? She gave me the intersection. I told her I'd be there in 20 minutes. When I arrived, barely tapped translated to my front end completely smashed. The hood was buckled, headlight hanging out, bumper dragging. The other car, a Mercedes, had significant rear damage. The other driver, an older woman, was on the phone with her insurance. She looked at me sympathetically. Your girlfriend was texting. I saw her in my mirror before she hit me. Vanessa immediately went defensive. I was not. I was checking directions. The lady shrugged. I told the police what I saw. Police report sided with the other driver. Vanessa was cited for distracted driving and following too close. My car? Totaled. The actual totaled, not Instagram. My car has a scratch. Totaled. Vanessa grabbed my arm. You have good insurance, right? They'll cover it? You're not mad, right? Right? I looked at her, really looked at her. No concern for the other driver, no real remorse. Just worried about whether I was mad. Not at all, I said calmly. Not mad one bit. She relaxed, kissed my cheek. I knew you'd understand. You're the best. While waiting for the tow truck, she was already on her phone, posting selfies with captions like, survived a crazy accident, blessed angels must be watching. I stayed quiet, signed the paperwork, got my belongings from the car, gave Vanessa an Uber gift card to get home. You're not coming with me? She asked. Need to deal with insurance. I'll call you later. She left, already texting someone about her near-death experience. I didn't call her later. Instead, I called my insurance company and removed her as an authorized driver, effective immediately. Then I filed a police report for unauthorized use of a vehicle. See, here's what Vanessa didn't know. After the second accident, I'd explicitly told her in writing, text message, not to use my car without asking first. Had her acknowledge it. I understand, won't take it without permission. She'd taken it Wednesday without asking, without even telling me. That's technically auto theft. Update 1 Thursday morning, Vanessa called 15 times. Finally answered on the 16th. Why haven't you called me back? I'm traumatized from yesterday. Traumatized? Yes, I could have died, and you just left me there. I gave you Uber money. That's not the point. A good boyfriend would have comforted me. Also, I need to borrow your car later. Have to get to work. What car? What do you mean what car? My car is totaled, remember? Your third accident. Well, yeah, but you have insurance. When do you get the rental? The entitlement. The absolute entitlement. Vanessa, you're not driving any car associated with me ever again. Silence. Then, excuse me? You've had 3 accidents in 6 months. You've cost me thousands in deductibles and rate increases. You were texting and driving. I was not, and you took my car without permission. I didn't think I needed permission. I'm your girlfriend. You explicitly agreed to ask first after the second accident. That was just you being dramatic. No, that was me setting a boundary you ignored. This is insane. You can't just... My mom is right. You're controlling. Your mom? What does she have to do with... Actually, doesn't matter. We're done. What? I'm breaking up with you, and you'll be hearing from the police about the unauthorized use of my vehicle. I hung up, blocked her number, took a screenshot of her Instagram stories from yesterday, particularly the one where she was clearly holding my car keys hours before the accident, with the caption, "Borrowing Bay's ride for a shopping day. Shaq's spoiled girlfriend." Time-stamped proof she took it without asking while I was at work. Friday afternoon, got a call from an unknown number. Answered it. "Hello, this is Officer Reynolds. I'm calling regarding a report of unauthorized vehicle use." "Yes, that's my report. I need to verify some details. You're saying Miss Vanessa Reyes used your vehicle without permission?" "Correct, after explicitly being told not to. But she's listed on your insurance?" "Was, removed her Wednesday evening. She was only authorized when she had permission. She didn't have permission Wednesday." "I see. And you have proof of this?" Text messages showing the agreement and her social media posts showing her with my keys while I was at work. "Can you send those to me?" "Already emailed them." Long pause. "Mr. Davidson, you understand Miss Reyes is claiming you gave her permission?" "Then she's lying. Check her phone. I didn't text or call her until after the accident. We'll be in touch." An hour later, my phone exploded with texts from unknown numbers. Her mom. "How dare you involve the police? Couples share cars. Drop the charges now." Her sister. "You're really gonna ruin her life over a car? Petty ass man." Her best friend Alicia. "She's crying her eyes out. She could go to jail over an accident." I didn't respond to any of them. But the real entertainment started Saturday. Update to Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Doorbell rings. It's Vanessa, her mom Patricia, and some dude I don't recognize. "We need to talk," Patricia announces, trying to push past me. "No, we don't." I start closing the door. The guy, turns out to be Vanessa's cousin Roberto, puts his foot in the door. "Yo, you need to make this right. Remove your foot or I call 911. You already called the cops on family. She's not family. Remove your foot." Patricia jumps in. "Vanessa made a mistake. 3 mistakes, but she's young. She's 29. You're going to ruin her future. She could lose her job if she has a record. Should have thought about that before committing auto theft." Vanessa finally speaks up, tears streaming. "I didn't steal anything. You said I could use it." "When?" You implied it when you added me to insurance. 6 months ago, before you crashed it, twice, before I explicitly told you to ask permission." Roberto puffs up. "Look man, just drop the charges. We can handle this like adults. I am handling it like an adult, through proper legal channels. She'll pay for the damage." Now I laugh. With what? She hasn't saved a penny for a car in 6 months. She spent it all on clothes and going out. I've seen her Instagram. Vanessa goes red. "You don't know my finances. You asked me for gas money last week." Patricia tries a different approach. "What do you want? Money? An apology?" "I want you off my property, now." Roberto steps closer. "Or what?" I hold up my phone, already recording. "Or this video goes to the police along with trespassing charges." They see the recording light. Patricia grabs Roberto's arm. "Let's go." "He's not worth it." As they're leaving, Vanessa turns back. "You know what? I'm glad I wrecked your stupid car. It was boring anyway. Just like you." Noted. Tell that to the judge. Sunday was quiet. Too quiet. Should have known something was coming. Monday morning, I get a call from my insurance company. "Mr. Davidson, we need to discuss your claim." "What about it?" "Miss Reyes is disputing the claim. She says she had permission and you're filing a fraudulent report out of spite." "I have documentation proving otherwise." "She's provided documentation too." "Text messages?" My blood ran cold. "What text messages?" "Screenshots showing you giving her permission Wednesday morning." "That's impossible. I was in meetings all morning that check my phone records." "Can you come to our office? Bring your phone and any documentation?" "I'll be there in an hour." I knew exactly what Vanessa did. She still had old screenshots from months ago when I'd given permission. She was trying to pass them off as current. But she made one mistake. The screenshots she provided showed battery life at 100%. Every screenshot. Nobody's phone maintains perfect battery across multiple conversations. Plus, I'd changed my phone 2 months ago. Different model. The UI in her screenshots was from my old phone. I had proof she was submitting fraudulent insurance documents. That's a felony. Update 3. At the insurance office, I showed them everything. My current phone, the actual message history, phone records from my carrier showing no communications with Vanessa Wednesday morning. The investigator, Mrs. Torres, examined everything carefully. Mr. Davidson, these screenshots Miss Reyes provided are clearly fabricated. I know. This is insurance fraud. I know. We'll need to report this to the authorities. Please do. She looked at me sympathetically. This is going to escalate things significantly for Miss Reyes. She escalated it herself when she tried to commit fraud. Mrs. Torres nodded. We'll handle the claim properly. Your deductible will be waived given the circumstances. We'll pursue Miss for the full amount of damages. How much? Between your vehicle, the Mercedes she hit, and the rental coverage, about $35,000, I whistled. She doesn't have that. Then wages will be garnished, assets seized. This follows her until it's paid. Tuesday afternoon, Officer Reynolds called again. Mr. Davidson wanted to update you. Miss Reyes has been charged with unauthorized use of a motor vehicle and insurance fraud. Insurance fraud? Your insurance company filed their report. Those fake screenshots constitute a felony charge. What happens now? She'll be arrested, processed, and released on bail, most likely. Court date will be set. Given the evidence, her lawyer will probably advise a plea deal. Jail time? Unlikely for first offense, but possible. Definitely probation, fines, and a criminal record. Wednesday, exactly 1 week after the accident, the final act of entitlement arrived. I was served with papers. Vanessa was suing me. For what? Emotional distress, defamation of character, and loss of consortium. I actually laughed out loud. Loss of consortium? We weren't married. Hell, we didn't even live together. Her lawyer, some ambulance chaser named Gregory Walton, had included a cease and desist demanding I drop all charges and pay Vanessa $50,000 for damages to her reputation and future earnings. I called my lawyer friend, James. She's suing you? While facing criminal charges? For crimes against you? Yep, this is bold. Stupid, but bold. Can she actually do this? She can file anything. Doesn't mean it'll go anywhere. Countersue. For what? Property damage, 3 insurance deductibles, increased premiums, lost wages from dealing with this, intentional infliction of emotional distress. Hell, throw in theft of services for all the time she used your car. Seriously? She started the civil suit game, play to win. So I did. Filed a countersuit for $45,000. Thursday, Vanessa was arrested at work, in front of all her colleagues. Her mugshot hit the local news website by evening. Woman charged with insurance fraud after boyfriend reports car theft. Her Instagram went private, but not before I screenshot her last post from Wednesday morning. Some people can't handle a strong, independent woman. Their loss. No bad vibes, new beginnings, karma is coming. Yeah, karma came all right. Update 4 Friday morning, Patricia called from an unknown number. You've destroyed my daughter's life. She destroyed it herself. Over a car, a stupid car. Over theft, fraud, and repeated endangerment of others. She made mistakes. 3 accidents aren't mistakes, they're a pattern. Theft isn't a mistake, it's a crime. Fraud isn't a mistake, it's a felony. Drop the charges and we'll drop the lawsuit. No, she could go to prison. Doubt it. First offense, she'll get probation. She's already been fired. Is that not enough? This was news. Fired? They saw the news, said she's a liability risk. She's lost everything because of you. Because of her own actions. You're heartless. I'm done subsiding your daughter's entitlement. We'll fight this. We'll get the best lawyer. With what money? Vanessa's broke and now unemployed. Patricia hung up. Saturday, Alicia reached out. Different energy entirely. Hey, I owe you an apology. Oh? I didn't know about the other accidents. Or that she took your car without permission. She told everyone you were controlling and suddenly went psycho. And now I know she's been lying. She lied about a lot. Did you know she's been driving other people's cars too? What? Yeah. Borrowed mine last month. Found out later she took it to visit some guy she met online. Put 400 miles on it. Told me she went to Target. Jesus. And Rebecca? Vanessa borrowed her car and got a parking ticket. Never told her. Rebecca found out when she got a late notice with penalties. Why didn't anyone say anything? Because Vanessa's good at playing victim, made us feel like we were overreacting. Sound familiar? Very. Anyway, I'm testifying for you if needed, so is Rebecca. Thanks, Alicia. She needs consequences. We enabled her too long. Sunday brought another surprise. Roberto showed up, alone, subdued. Can we talk? 2 minutes. Look, I'm sorry about last week. Patricia got me fired up, said you were abusing Vanessa, and now I find out she's been lying to everyone. She owes me $800. For what? Borrowed it for her car fund. Turns out she spent it on a Vegas weekend. Sounds about right. I'm not here to defend her, just wanted to apologize and warn you. Warn me? Patricia's not done. She's talking about hiring a PI, digging up dirt on you, anything to make this go away. Let her waste her money. Just thought you should know. Roberto left. I installed extra security cameras that afternoon. Update 5, Monday, 2 weeks after the accident, Vanessa's lawyer withdrew from her case. Apparently she couldn't pay his retainer. She got a public defender for the criminal charges. For the civil suit, she was representing herself. Her countersuit filing was something. Handwritten, rambling, demanding $100,000 now. Included claims that I emotionally abused her by letting her drive an unsafe vehicle. Set her up for failure by not properly training her to drive my specific car. Sabotaged her career by involving police. Stole her belongings. What belongings? She left nothing at my place. James called me laughing. This is gold. She just admitted in writing that she was driving your car regularly. Destroys her. It was just one-time defense. What happens next? Criminal case first. That's Thursday. Civil suit after. Thursday came. Court was packed. Vanessa showed up in what I assumed she thought was court appropriate, a clubbing dress and heels. The judge was not impressed. The prosecutor laid out the case. 3 accidents, progressive restriction of permission, clear documentation of theft, attempted insurance fraud with fabricated evidence. Vanessa's public defender tried arguing it was a misunderstanding between intimate partners. The judge cut him off. Counselor, your client submitted fraudulent documents to an insurance company. That's not a misunderstanding. That's a felony. When shown the evidence, Vanessa actually said, but he was my boyfriend, boyfriend's share. The judge stared at her. Miss Reyes, do you understand you're facing criminal charges? For borrowing a car? This is ridiculous. For theft and fraud, Miss Reyes. The prosecutor offered a plea deal. Plead guilty to misdemeanor unauthorized use and felony insurance fraud. 2 years probation, 200 hours community service, $5,000 in fines and restitution to the insurance company. Or go to trial and risk 5 years in prison. Her public defender whispered urgently to her. She was shaking her head, getting louder. This isn't fair. He set me up. He's just mad I broke his stupid car. The judge had enough. Miss Reyes, you have until Monday to decide, but I'll note that your apparent lack of remorse won't help at sentencing if convicted at trial. Walking out, Patricia screamed at me. You did this. You destroyed her. She did it herself. She's facing prison. She committed felonies. Over an accident. Over theft and fraud, Patricia. The accident was just the catalyst. Roberto was there, shook his head at his aunt. Tia, stop. You're making it worse. Family should support family. Family shouldn't steal and lie, Roberto replied. Friday afternoon, I got a call from Alicia. Vanessa's losing it. Full meltdown on social media. I looked. Her Instagram was public again. The posts were unhinged. Men are trash. Set you up to fail, then cry when you make tiny mistakes. System is rigged against women. Since when is borrowing illegal? My ex is a narcissist. Probably planned this whole thing. Each post had fewer likes. The comments were brutal. Girl, you committed fraud. 3 accidents isn't tiny mistakes. You're 29. Take responsibility. One comment stood out. I dated Vanessa in college. She totaled my car too. Said it wasn't her fault. I'm sorry you went through this, man. I screenshot everything for my lawyer. Final update Monday came. Vanessa took the plea deal, but not quietly. In court, she had to admit what she did. I took the car without permission. And, the judge prompted. And, submitted false documents to insurance. Do you understand these were crimes? Through gritted teeth, yes. Do you accept responsibility? Long pause. Yes. 2 years probation, 200 hours community service, $5,000 in fines. $35,000 restitution to insurance company. With no job and a criminal record, good luck paying that. The civil suit was heard 2 weeks later. Different judge, but same attitude from Vanessa. She tried arguing I entrapped her. The judge asked her to explain. He knew I needed a car. He let me drive it knowing I'd get dependent. Then he yanked it away. Miss Reyes, you had 3 accidents. That's not entrapment. That's consequences. And you stole the vehicle. Borrowed. Without permission. That's theft. My countersuit was granted. $22,000 for 3 insurance deductibles, $3,000, increased premiums, projected over 3 years, $4,500, lost wages dealing with legal issues, $2,500, rental car costs, $2,000, depreciation of vehicle value due to multiple claims, $10,000. Her suit was dismissed with prejudice. Patricia stood up in court. This is robbery. He's taking everything. The judge turned to her. Ma'am, your daughter destroyed property, committed fraud, and cost Mr. Davidson significant money. He's entitled to damages. She can't pay this. She has nothing. Then perhaps she should have considered that before committing crimes. Outside court, Vanessa approached me one last time. You ruined my life. No, you ruined your life. I just stopped enabling it. I loved you. You loved what I provided. There's a difference. I hope you're happy. I'm free of you. That's enough. She started crying, not sad tears, angry ones. No one will ever love you like I did. Thank God for that. Patricia pulled her away, muttering about appeals and lawsuits. Good luck with that. It's been 3 months now. Through the grapevine, I heard. Vanessa moved back with her parents, can't get hired anywhere that runs background checks. Patricia remortgaged her house to pay Vanessa's fines. Roberto and other family members have cut them both off. Alicia and Rebecca testified about their experiences, leading to Vanessa losing her remaining friends. My insurance finally settled. Got a new car, a nice, boring Honda Civic. My rates are still high but slowly dropping. The insurance company is pursuing Vanessa for their money, with her wages, whenever she gets a job, being garnished for the next decade or so. Ran into Roberto at a coffee shop last week. How you doing, man? Good. You? Better. Cut Patricia off completely. The entitlement was toxic. Yeah. Vanessa still blames you for everything, by the way. Of course she does. Posted last week that she's a survivor of narcissistic abuse and starting a blog about it. With her criminal record public, good luck with that. We laughed, shook hands, parted ways. Sometimes people ask if I feel bad about how things went down. The criminal record, the debt, the ruined reputation. No. No, I don't. She had 3 strikes to learn, 3 accidents to take responsibility. Instead, she escalated to theft and fraud. I gave her chances. The justice system gave her consequences. Her mom was right about one thing. Vanessa is young enough to rebuild her life. If she learns from this. But based on her latest Instagram bio, survivor, fighter, rising from the ashes of toxic masculinity, I doubt she will. Not my problem anymore. The car? My insurance paid out fair value. I actually came out ahead thanks to gap coverage. The relationship? Expensive lesson learned. When someone shows you repeatedly they don't respect your property or boundaries, believe them. And when they ask, you're not mad, right? For the 3rd time? Sometimes the best answer is not at all, while you quietly protect yourself from their entitlement. Because some people don't learn from kindness. They only learn from consequences.